Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path, or should I say us on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So this week, for the week ahead, we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is where your hard efforts, your energy comes back to you. This is where the universe gives you some sort of blessing in line with the efforts that you have already put in. This card for me is very often about synchronicity. It's when, you know, I don't see it necessarily as luck. I feel like it's more a case of the blessing that shows up in relation to the hard work that you've already put in, right? So this is great. The fact that this is permeating the week, it kind of gives you that reason to be optimistic. It gives you that reason to kind of have trust and faith that something great is coming your way this week. And you know what? I am sticking with that. It works for me. For your actions and options, we have the Death card. So this week you are choosing to let something go, choosing to bring something to an end. Now remember, when we get the Death card, especially because this is your actions and options, right? This is about what you choose to do this week. So the big thing that comes up here, it's about you saying, right, you know what, this thing, connection, this you know, whatever it is in my life has reached the winter. It's reached its conclusion. And whenever we have the Death card come up for us, especially as a choice of action, it very often says this is your moment to choose. If you want to avoid that moment of the Tower at a later date, the Death card basically comes up in your actions and options. This is about what you do, about what you choose. This is a week for us to be very conscious of what it is that we're doing, what it is that we put our energy to, and ultimately when to let go of something. When has something seen its final days, right? This is something for us to be really conscious of this week. Now remember as well, the Death card is ruled by Scorpio. So this gives you an understanding of what your deepest desires are, what your deepest, truest motivations really are. And I think once you really get a handle on what those are, once you can really understand what your, you know, your deeper drives and motivations actually are and where they're coming from, it really does free a lot of energy up within you. For our communications and conversations, we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So this week it looks like you're having some sort of conversation with possibly an earth sign woman. This could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. But it's your communications and conversations, right? So you're figuring out, okay, now I understand what it is that I truly want, what my real deepest desires are, and what my actual motivations are. Now I can start to figure out what the plan is. Excuse me, now I can start to figure out what the plan is that's actually going to get me there. How is it that I can start to build the path between me and what it is that I say that I want most? And more importantly, who is it? Who is it? And who is the type of person that's going to help me get there? Remember, the Queen of Pentacles is always about getting the most out of what you already have. So this week, look out for those kind of conversations. This could be ideas that are sparked through conversations. This could be, you know, choosing to go off in specific directions. It could be a really, really exciting week, I have to say. For our money and materials, we have the Empress card. So this is very likely to be a Taurus or a Virgo woman that you are having a conversation with this week. I mean, the Empress card for money and materials, you could do a lot worse than this, right? This is great. It means that financially things are in a really good space. It means that you are certainly planting the seeds, the right intentions, the right conversations, the right connections are coming up for you. And look at this, that Death card. In a way, it kind of feels like we're getting rid of those self-sabotaging tendencies. Whatever they have been, whatever your triggers are, whatever your motivations have been previously, this is the week where you really start to move out of that frame of mind, where you really start to phase that energy out. So, interestingly enough, The Empress would be sort of that Taurus / Libra / Virgo energy, right? But let's take it just as Taurus for now. Right opposite, or right underneath the Death card, which is Scorpio. These two are direct opposites in the zodiac. And when you see this kind of energy, water and earth come together, this is where you get growth. This is where you get abundance. Financially, this is going to be a great week for us. I think a lot of it is because we're really getting clear on what our baggage has been and what are the blocks, what are the things that stand in the way of us manifesting the things that we truly want, need and desire, as Heather always says. On top of that, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is blessings, this is abundance, this is good ideas, it's opportunities and paths opening up that maybe you hadn't noticed before, or maybe hadn't been open to you until this week. This is really exciting. For your physical health, it's got the Empress right underneath the Death card. My advice to you is this week, too much of a good thing could be a bad thing, right? So whether that is, you know, too much good food, too much wine, too much sugar, too much sex, it could definitely be with this. This could be a very sexual week. So if you've been having that drought is over, right? On a home level, this looks really good because it looks like there's some sort of boost financially that's coming into the home that you're able to really start doing stuff with. So whether this is beautifying the home, maybe you are buying new items for your bedroom, maybe you're buying new items for the place that you live in. There's something about this week that is... There's something about this really, sorry, having moved, I'm very grateful that I've moved, but obviously there's a new set of challenges that comes with every move that you take, right? So really, really interesting. Yeah, but it looks like you're adding things to the home this week that are going to make it more comfortable or more beautiful to you. And then for our love and relations, we have the Devil card. Interesting, so a Taurus or a Virgo, and possibly also a Capricorn are going to feature this week. It's definitely through women that your opportunities to get ahead are coming this week. So whether you're a man or a woman or identify as non-binary, whoever you are, women this week, or people that come in that form, are going to be relevant for you this week. It's going to be really, so look out for the conversations that you have with them. Pay attention to the conversations that you have. You know, somebody says to you, look, you know what, can I have 5 minutes of your time? Pay attention, because they might be bringing you something or sparking something within you that's going to get you to that next space. For those of you that are single, I'm going to be really honest with you. Not that I'm not always, but it looks like this, I've got to stop doing that. It looks like this week there is a lot of sexual time, there's a lot of sensual time, there's a lot of physical pleasure and enjoyment. I'm not necessarily seeing anything that lasts here. It could be the start of something great, but remember, if you start something at 100 miles an hour, it's very hard to go anywhere else after that. Take your time with it if you want it to be something longer. For those of you that are partnered or in relationships already, yeah, very similar kind of energy. Only I feel like, if I'm honest, there's an energy of resurrecting the sexual relationship this week. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like maybe you've got into that rut of, well, you know, we only have sex on special occasions, my birthday, his birthday, and all the rest in between, you know. Whereas this week, you know, you could be saying, well, you know what, fuck that, let's throw the rule books and the tradition out the window and let's do something different, which is really nice. I mean, all in all, this is a, look at that. I mean, this is a lot of earth and a strong set of water, and then you've got Jupiter or the Wheel of Fortune kind of blessing the whole thing. I think this is going to be a great week for us. I really do. I'm really excited. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.